All right, so I am back, and I'm saying farewell to my staff of Armadillo. It was a great time. The problem was I couldn't get consistent crits out of it. Being in legacy mode and using a two-handed weapon is not a good idea. It's good if you don't know what you're doing. Like I used the SGB to solo Nex, and that's how I got my first solo. But when it comes down to it, the Blightbounds win. They just do. If it's not Nex for Ruby but criminal bolts, it's poison damage for, Telos or whatever else. So, as much as I love the staff, I didn't like the fact that I had to spend 8 mil an hour on cost because I had to use a Grimoire to even get the special attack to do anything. So I got the equipment separator and took the perks off of it. And yeah, will be missed. Definitely enjoyed this staff. If they ever fix EOF, well, maybe not fix, but make it so that I can actually use special attacks from my necklace slot, that would be great. And I could buy it back again and use one in orb. That'd be great. But then I started the hunt for the T95 melee weapons. Now I want you to see this guy in the back. Look at what he's selling that for. The little max cape back there, the little teal one. Almost 4 bill. Do you want to pay 8 bill for a set of swords? Like, I know these are good, but they're not that good. So I certainly did. I think all in all together, it was around 5.5. You'll see the numbers on screen. Um, yeah, not as bad as I would have thought at all. Like, on the broad scale of things, it was pretty affordable. It's about what I expected. But, I mean, I'm not using it for the EOC part of it, so the special attack means basically nothing to me. I'm using these as very quick hitting, very accurate poking sticks to make a poison class for Legacy. I'm hoping with the Trim Masterwork, I can actually push hard mode by tanking a lot of those hits, using Vitality for one, using Shield Dome for the second one, and as long as I can put enough damage downfield, I think I'll actually be able to hit 100, 200, maybe 300% rage, which would be very exciting. So I dyed these right away, made sure they were perked, and started looking at bosses. What did I want to do? Well, it seemed kind of right to go and do the Ice Boy, so I did. I was impressed. Usually I have to use a super sweaty like Blightbound, SGB switch, all this other stuff, Ruby but criminals. You name it. It's there. But with this one, I just use the SGBs or the ZGS spec whenever I can, whenever it seems right, and I don't eat. This is just like Mage. I can just sit and chill. I mean, we're just kind of farming the crap out of this thing, and you can see the hits. I mean, it just melts this boss. I haven't tried hard mode yet, but I really wanted to get this video out while it was kind of like a first impressions thing. But I'm very impressed. And also, side note, first impressions on Book of Wind, absolutely an incredible book. It's everything I wanted the Scripture of Jas to be, um, but just better. It's so much better. The only time it's not going to be better is when you have to worry about stuff moving around. So maybe Armadillo book is still best in X, but yeah, I'm going to be using the Scripture of Wind in a lot of places. And I'm really enjoying just doing the normal 5 mechanic mode. It's actually really fun. It's kind of like normal mode Carapac. I can just do this and hit a shield dome and we're pretty much safe. No worries about vitality, no worries about running out of food because you don't need food. And you can just grind this boss out for around 15 to 20 mil an hour right now. I don't have to buy bolts, I don't have to buy runes. I guess I do have the spikes as a different thing, but look at how quick these Glacier minions get dealt with. And it's crazy, the Book of Wind, if it splashes on them, I mean, it's going to hit a lot of them down. So for hard mode, I'm going to rely on that 600 to 800 hit to bash a group of minions in. But you can see the Book of Wind absolutely dominating this thing. And there you go. Is it as fast as EOC? No, but it's very relaxing and it doesn't take a lot of effort. So I had a really good time there. And then I went to Vindy. Nature's testing dummy, I guess. I was pretty surprised. I mean, it was significantly faster than it used to be on phase 1. I bet you, okay, so if I were to do a speed kill again, I would probably use the Statius Warhammer and then the ZGS spec and then into the swords. Because you could basically skip the first phase entirely and just power through the second. I bet I could probably get a 45-second kill, so I'm gonna shoot for that in the future and hope I can get somewhere around there. But you can see the actual hits of the Book of Wind here. I mean, even at Vindicta, this thing's absolutely amazing. I imagine it'll be a lot cheaper to upkeep than the Grim War or something like that, or even the Armadyl book for that matter. But long story short, huge fan. I love this. Like, I wanted to try it at Vindicta because I don't have the advantage of poison constantly poking it away. So I wanted to see what it was gonna do without its specialty attached. But I really enjoyed using these swords. I'm gonna keep using them, and I'll keep you updated with it. I did want to show blood swords because look at those beauties. Anyway, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you.